Uh, Peace. What's up, everybody? This is Marquise. Um, Sorry about this. Actually, my cell phone turn ringer off. Okay. Today is Black Friday. It is the day after Thanksgiving. Um, while I do not celebrate Thanksgiving or any holidays, I will say Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who do. Um, I'm sure there's some smart ass out there that's like, you eat, right? You eat on Thanksgiving, right? Well, I do. But I eat every day like it's Thanksgiving, so it don't really matter. Uh, yeah, today is Black Friday. Uh, what's great about today, aside from getting really good deals at department stores? Ah, Little Kim's, Nicki Minaj, this Black Friday, as she likes to call it, Friday the 13th, considering little Nicki. Little Nicki's album came out today, which was actually Pink Friday. So of course, coming being smart ass. For those of you who haven't heard the diss, please check it out. I was quite impressed. I think Little Kim was kind of going light. You know, this is like the first round of what is to be probably like a good 10 rounder. Should be interesting. It's nice to see battle rap alive. Hopefully it stays in, you know, verbal form, but for the most part it is entertaining and it's enjoyable, because you get to hear a little bit more lyrical content and not so much production. So we'll see how that goes. Um, Moving forward, today I actually want to talk about uh, transition, adjusting to the different experiences, pre and then post. Um, as it really is more so, this conversation is really more so about getting started in the ways that you can get started. I know a lot of guys out there who are very unfamiliar with the process, and I get quite a few questions. I get quite a few people kind of asking questions and trying to figure out like, you know, how do they get started, who they need to speak to, that sort of thing. First and foremost, disclaimer: I obviously am not a medical expert, as I like to disclaim a lot of things. Um, but I think it's important that I share my own experience to kind of give folks an idea about some of the things that they could be doing. Um, so yeah, pretty much we'll discuss some of that. For those of you who do have concerns about like how to get started with your transition process, um, and the whole male experience, first and foremost, you should be talking with your primary care physician. If you do not have one, seek one, um, or speak with an endocrinologist, who is actually the person that even gives out the prescription for. Um, More importantly, before those two things, I would suggest doing some research, finding as much out as you can about, you know, how to get started, the process, what that entails, what that is going to look like, uh, via folks that you have access to, people that have personal experience, in addition to things that you see online, and then of course speaking with a medical professional to help you make a more conscious decision about what it is that you're choosing to do. Um, Clearly, there are different ways to get started. Um, some choose to go the more medical route, obviously speaking with a medical professional. Um, Others choose to find resources online, and I'm not talking about just informational resources, but I'm actually talking about getting what it is that they need via online, purchasing things online, as well as those who choose to make decisions about getting things from friends as well. Um, I want to make it clear that I'm not here to like bash or tell people what to do. It is totally your choice what you choose to do with your body, with your life, and with your own personal experience. Um, However, I do feel like it's important to be aware of what your options are, um, as well as how to make a decision in a safe way, in a very safe way. Obviously, when you're talking to someone who's a medical professional, majority of that experience is definitely going to be very safe. There's going to be a lot of conversation really around um, the decision that you're choosing to make and kind of informing you about the process, what steps you'll need to take in terms of speaking to a therapist, um, getting blood works, and things like that done to find out whether or not you would be an ideal candidate for the process in terms of that. I don't really know too many people who are unable to go on to the next stage of their life uh, due to their medical situations, but I would imagine that there are some complications that could probably affect the process. Um, but you would also be getting information about the different kinds of tea um, that are available to you, that would be available to you, and of course, your doctor would be having a conversation with you about what you feel comfortable with doing, um, and probably making suggestions, referring certain things or whatever. So, um, when we talk about making a decision to access tea online, purchasing things online, um, I would imagine if I chose to go that route, I would probably do some research around the product, what's in the product, what it contains, um, making sure that I read up on the possible side effects, what that entails, um, so that I was a little bit more informed about what I was choosing to do, especially because I'm making a decision to like do something like that on my own. Um, I also think that for those of you who take the more alternate and very desperate route at times, if you're going to choose to do that, in terms of going to a friend, purchasing shots here and there, basically going the market route, it's a good idea if you're going to go black market to really be aware of what that means. Again, doing research about this product that you are intending to take, and if doing so is something that you choose, making sure that you're doing it in a safe way. Obviously, not sharing needles. Um, there, for the most part, are quite a few needle exchange programs. I would imagine available in probably, some of the more progressive states. That is not an option to you, and you don't have access in that way. Um, uh, BDU needles for diabetics, you do not need a prescription for. Insulin needles, you do not need a prescription for those. So if you're choosing to take shots and things like that from friends, just like a little bit out of their vow, whatever the case may be, do it in a safe way. Do it in a way where you're getting your own needles, and they're prepackaged and sealed and that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. If people have things that they want to add, or a little bit more uh, information to add or supply, or really just concerns or curiosities, please again hit me up. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm out. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend, and definitely check out that Black Friday jump off. Little Kim is getting it in. Peace.